Attention! The following video may contain fun, humor, profanity, personal opinions, political incorrectness, and so on. If you are under the age of 18 or are easily offended by something as simple as gendered words, then I suggest you turn this video off and watch something more suited to you. Something like Sesame Street. Don't say I didn't warn you.
How dare you!
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel once again. In this video we are going to be covering the Maclan DRK electronic speed controller. I decided to get one of these speed controllers purely for the fact that I'm getting into the no prep part of this hobby, and I decided to go for a speed controller that's really just dedicated for no prep drag. And the speed controller I'm putting it into the DR10. Now I have a Team RS Pro in my other no prep car, and I've decided to leave that in it because of its small footprint, and it's also a no motor limit. The only downside is that it's not this a dedicated drag racing speed controller. Not that I don't think it really matters, but from what I've been studying and reading up on, the Maclan DRK has a lot of specific drag racing features. So I decided to get one and I'm going to put it into my DR10. The current speedy that's in it is a Speed Passion Reventon Pro. Now, there's nothing wrong with the speed controller. It's a good speed controller. However, it is old, and I've managed to lose the program card for it, so I can't really program it or anything like that. So I've decided to swap it out for the DRK. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the table and we're going to have a quick look. Alright guys, so this is the box. I've already opened it and had a quick gander at it. This is, like I said, this is specifically for no prep drag racing, and it's actually quite interesting. This is the first I've ever come across this. Gives you a caution about with the extreme power of power demands and that of no prep drag racing. They recommend that you do no more than 2 runs in a row to prevent the equipment from overheating, which is quite interesting. So it gives you a few little profiles for different motors and so forth. As you know, my DR10 at the moment only has a 5.5 turn, so we're definitely under the limit. This speed controller is a 3.5 turn limit. So get your instruction manuals. You've got your quick setup guide, I guess you call this. Got your go fast stickers, give you that extra tenth. And in here you have your speed controller. So it's actually good. It does come pre-soldered or soldered for my American people. Decent thick gauge wire. Oh, nearly lost it. One hell of a cap pack on it. And get that, I mean, that's obviously going to be necessary. You get your cooling fan. Get a USB cable. This is a USB micro. It's a micro USB cable. And you get your power switch. and you get a few other cables. I think this is for just, this is obviously for to plug into your receiver. Alright, so this is the ESC. Not much to talk about on it. It's definitely got a bit of weight to it. Feels like it's all metal. And so that should help with dissipating heat. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to mount this into the car. So you do need to supply, when it comes to battery plugs, you need to supply your own. I am, for the moment, using XT60 plugs because of the particular batteries that I'm using. And yeah, so I'll get it all plugged in and soldered and so forth, and we will go from there, guys. Alright guys, so I have the Speedy all mounted and soldered in and so on. It was really straightforward process. It was a little time consuming. I wanted to try and make the wiring to the motor as neat as possible, so it took a little while, but on the whole it was straightforward and pretty easy. Now I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I know people are going to be saying, oh, look at all the excess wire you got here. Yeah, I have all this wire here. I just soldered the plug onto the end. I did that for a specific reason. Like at the moment I have a standard, this is a Z Racing or Z Power 6000 milliamp hour stick pack. I do not intend to use this battery forever. This is a battery pack that I use for a variety of different models, but I do not intend to use it in this car forever. I do intend on getting a drag race pack later on down the track, and no, I did not mean to make it rhyme on purpose. So at the moment I've just got all this excess wire here purely for the fact that I'll be changing plugs later on down the track. I'm not sure whether or not I'll get something like a Trinity pack or something, anything like that, or one of the Genzace ones that have bullet plugs, so that's why I decided to leave all this wire just in case. So yeah, it's all mounted nicely. All your fan plug, your receiver plug, and your switch plug go in there nicely. Around the back here, it's 12 AUG wire, so it's quite thick. So when because I wanted to make it as neat as possible, very thick wires to try and get in and bend into place. So got in there all right. The only issue I found, and I mean it's probably really nothing, but with the cap pack, you only get a certain amount of length of wire for it to go to the speed controller, and because I have it mounted up here on this custom plate that I made, I had to mount it sideways, and that just so because it wouldn't sit flat. Yeah, so other than that, I mean, it's done nicely, yeah. So it's all, I got it all programmed and so forth. So what you do need, you either need a PC or a Android/Apple device for an app. And this is the app. It's the Maclan SmartLink. I don't have it connected at the moment. There are two ways to connect it. You can get the Maclan SmartLink, which is like a Wi-Fi module. It connects into your into here. It's a micro USB, and I suppose you could just have it mounted there, and then it connects via a can't remember if it's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I think it's Bluetooth. So it connects that way, or you can, how I do it, so with the USB cable, you have the micro USB end that plugs into your ESC. On the end you have a standard USB plug, and because I've got a Android device, so I'm trying to do this one-handed. Because I've got an Android device, it's a USB-C plug, so that's an adapter that just goes on there, and that just plugs in there, and then you just go through, and you can, so it's, because I haven't got it hooked up, I've put it in demo mode. So what it'll do is it'll instantly recognize your speed controller, so it'll recognize that that's a DRK, so it'll, at the moment it's just showing tool drive blinky, but it'll come up with the DRK profiles, but you can make all custom profiles and so forth. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I'm going to charge this battery up, and we're going to go and send it. Alright guys, we're at the my little test location, and it seems to have gotten a little bit worse regarding debris. I'm glad I bought this little electric blower. So everything seems to be good. I've got it set on a 5.5 tone low traction setup. I'm just hoping there's enough. I'm gonna have to do a short run because I don't want to send it into the fence. So let's see. I'll put it on start. Oh, first of all, I've got to set track, start. Alright, let's just do a quick warm up. Wow, I'm actually actually smoked the tires. That would be the traction compound I put a bit on, so just give it a bit more of a warm up. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, guys, but there's a bit of smoke coming out. Alright, now let's see how we go. Okay, that wasn't really fast, but that is a start. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pause it here. Let's just see what the speed was. Might just bring it back. So it's, yep, stop, read. That was 60k an hour. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to make a few adjustments, and we'll be back. Alright, I'm going to try and do a run. Just had a learner pull up, so put this on track, start. I've made some adjustments, so give me a sec. Alright. Of course, I mean, all the car parks, the learner had to come to this one. Alright, let's see how we go. Alright. Well, that was a lot harder. That first run, the punch was at 50%, and I had 1.5 second increments between stage 1, 2 and 3 power ups. Made the punch 75%, and the increments at 0.8 seconds. So let's see what the differences are. Stop, read, 65k an hour. Alright, well, so far so good. I'm gonna have to wait till this learner finishes doing their maneuvers in the car park here, so I'll be back in a moment, guys. Alright guys, just thought I'd share with you the settings. I've just made a few more settings at the moment. So I've got the throttle punch up to 85%. At the moment I've just got it in what you'd call blinky mode, because I'm just learning this. So it has stages of power, so you got first stage, second stage and third stage. So the third stage was at 65% power. The second stage I haven't changed, which is 80%, and third stage is obviously 100% power. Now the time increments I've got at the moment down to 0.8 seconds between first and second and third. And so what we'll do now is we'll put the body back on and we'll give it another hit. Alrighty guys, let's give this another hit. Bring my phone down here. I have to take the cover off it so I don't, because I can't get the plug in. Track, start. Alright. It's actually surprisingly how well it is hooking up. Right now we're in autumn or fall, so the traction is actually quite low, but this ESC is proving quite well good. Alright, let's see how we go. That fence, I reckon, is closer than it looks. Now that definitely did launch harder. I did notice some wheel spin. Whoops. Yeah, I noticed some wheel spin there, so get it. Alright, let's see what we got. So 65 was the last. 72. Well, that is a personal best for this car. Alright, well, I've only just got the one battery pack with me, so 72k an hour. Right there guys, don't know if you can see it. So yeah, that is really good. That's so much faster with the than when I had the Speed Passion. So I'm just going to stop the video here guys, and I'll be back in a moment. Well guys, that's what I would call a successful test. I only had one battery with me, and you saw 3 runs. I did do another run after that just to do a little bit more testing. Given the traction levels and the temperature too, because like I said, it's autumn here in Australia right now. I think in the United States you call it fall. Yeah, temperatures are getting cold, and that means surface temperature's down, and there was a lot of debris on the surface as well. And as you saw from those 3 runs, it went pretty damn good. I am, however, going to have to do a bit of tuning with the brake system. When I do a run there, I'd give it full brake, and it wouldn't pull up fast enough. so I'm going to have to do an adjustment on that. But I am very happy with how the Speedy is going. So hopefully there'll be some more testing in the future, and I might even put a faster motor in. Might. It's not a definite at the moment. I'm happy with how this Novak motor is going. It is old, but it has not had a lot of use. So yeah, so that's the end of this video, guys. If you've liked it, don't hesitate to give it a like. And if you've got any questions or so forth, or any tips for me, I'm all open to that. So until then, guys, enjoy your hobby, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.